Welcome, welcome, y'all. Okay, I'm waiting for everybody to come on in. Welcome. Welcome to I Don't Know Who This For, okay, where I will be delivering messages. Now, like I said, and I say all the time, I don't know who they for, but I'm going to get them off of my mind, heart, and spirits. So, y'all, let me set everything up and get prepared to deliver this message. Y'all don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. It helps the videos to circulate. This is my additional page, so I am really trying to get my members up over here. Welcome, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Welcome, and welcome. Okay, so I just had to come in and deliver this message. Okay, like I say all the time, I don't know who this for, but this is what I got. So, quick story. Like, I have a stray cat, right? Okay, so let me just back up. So in September, I was chilling with my children, like some of my family members, and just kind of like talking about life. We were having a really in-depth conversation about life, some of the secrets, and just conversations which you have with your loved ones, like some of those deep ones, right? Well, while we were having this conversation, we stepped outside. And when we stepped outside, there was this little black cat that just kind of came around us, and like she was like hiking her back on us and like curling and purring and things like that. And I was like, oh wow, look at the black cat. Now, of course, when everybody saw the black cat, they were like, ooh, a black cat. Okay. And I had to go and look up the spiritual definition of a black cat, which of course, through my knowledge, is more so in reference to spiritual protection, being protected by your ancestors, good luck, good omens. And the black cat often gets a bad rep for being a bad symbol, to be some sort of negative energy, when the truth of the matter is, or at least from what I've been told and from what I know about them, is that it's the opposite. It's actually good luck. A lot of times cats are very much so connected with the other realms, which is why, you'll see animals and pets, cats particularly, paying attention to like what's going on when nobody's there. Like you kind of just know that the cat can sense something. Very good with their intuition, intuitive little creatures. Now, mind you, this was a stray cat. Had no idea where she come from, anything about her. But after the conversation that we had, I knew that that was like spirit, universe, source, ancestors. I knew it was like their way of being like, hey, this cat is coming into your life for a reason. This You are protected with everything that we were just discussing and things of that nature. So um fast forward. So I'm like, okay, y'all, hold on just a second. I had somebody ask me about me going live. I'll be telling people I'm finna go live, and then they pretty much catch me. Okay, they got to catch me. Anyway, so like I said before, I don't know anything about the cat. I'm just like, I've never owned a cat in my life. I'm more of a dog person. I've always had puppies and dogs, fish, rabbits, turtles, things like that, guinea pigs, stuff like that. So I never really had a cat, and I'm actually allergic to cats. So all of that to say that when it was time for us to go back in the house, because we were all just kind of standing outside, like in a big group of all of us, and when it was time for us to go back in the house, um, I was like, let's leave the door open to see if the cat comes in. So I left the door open just to kind of see if the cat would come in. And the cat started to like come into the house. So I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this little kitty. Okay. She's so cute and she was so tiny, little black cat, right? So I'm like, okay, if she comes in and she likes it, we're gonna keep the cat. So the cat came in, she looked around, she liked it. So we ended up keeping the cat. Now, we got her in September on the 9th. Okay, so if you know anything about the number nine, then you know that that is about endings, or that's about completing cycles and things of that nature. And considering the depth of the conversation that me and my children were having and my siblings, I knew that she was a symbol of me completing a major cycle that I had just completed. I knew that me getting this cat was God's way, was the universe's way, was source's way of saying, job well done. Like, I'm glad that you are completing this cycle. I knew that that was God letting me know that it was safe for me to move forward with everything that we were just talking about. Like, it's safe for you to continue to go forward. So I was like, okay, here I am. I'm allergic to cats. I've never owned a cat in my life. I don't even really like cats, but I'm going to go ahead and give this little black kitty a chance because she's homeless. She's in my house now. I feel like it's an omen from God, everything I just said. So I get the cat. And I noticed that the cat is like sleeping all day long. Now, mind you, like family members and friends, they were kind of like, I bet she's sleeping just because she's just used to being like in the street. She's like a street cat. Like she probably used to fighting for her life out here for real. And she's really tired because she's got someplace that she can sleep safely without worrying about cars and other and larger animals and things like that. Trying to figure out what she's going to eat, things like that. So I'm like, okay, y'all get where I'm going with this. So I'm like, okay, so she's sleeping a lot. Well, anyway, a couple of like days of her being in my house, I went and got her some food. I got her like a little bed. I got her some toys and a couple of treats, and she was just kind of eating it up. Now you could kind of tell she was a tiny bit skittish with us because we were like, it's me, it's my children. Like I said, we got other little like other animals like rabbits and turtles and things like that, fish. So she could kind of tell she was kind of getting used to the surroundings. And but we kept her and she was doing well. Now what I noticed about her, so we ended up naming her September because we got her in September and we all like wrote down like a big list of names that we were going to choose from, and September 1 everybody fell in love with that name. So my cat's name is September. Her nipples started to like get pink and protrude as if she was like expecting, like either she had just had a litter or she was probably going to be having a litter. So I'm like, okay, like this is cool. Let's kind of peep it out. So I made a vet appointment, went, made sure she would get shots, made sure she was like declawed, not declawed, got flea tick baths, made sure she got her shots, things of that nature. Because I'm like, at this point, she's been in my home for about a week or two. I'm gonna keep her and see how this goes. Me being a cat owner, okay, especially me being into the I want to say like the unknowns or what they would call like witchy vibes. Of course, you got to have you a black cat. So I'm like, perfect, okay. So I keep her, and her nips are getting bigger and kind of looking like they're getting pinker. So I start looking it up on Google. I'm like, hold on, like, is this cat pregnant? And I took her to the vet, and the vet, after he did all of her other exam stuff, he was like, he started feeling on her. He was like, well, I don't feel any babies in there, but that doesn't mean that she's not pregnant. You will know within about, 30 days because it's going to take her about a month and a half, to have these babies. That's about how long you would know. So she slept all the time, weeks and weeks going by. She eat, getting used to being in my home, things of that nature. And I noticed that she's just sitting on the couch and she's starting to kind of fatten up. Like she was really small, y'all. I might actually bring September in here so you guys can see her. Um, but she started to get really like fat, and I realized that her belly would move on its own. Like, so I'm like, there are definitely kitties in there. There are definitely little baby cats in there because her belly's moving. She's sleeping all the time. Her appetite is like up and down, in and out. Okay. So I'm just kind of like, okay, let's see where this goes. Now I did start to panic because, mind you, I'm allergic to cats. So me having her, luckily she was a short-haired Bombay queen. So she doesn't really have like a whole bunch of fur. She's not shedding. So I was like, I'm allergic to cats. What am I going to do? Right. So I'm like, she has these kitties. I don't want to take her to get a kitty cat abortion because I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. I don't want to just put her back out in the streets or put her babies out. I'm like, what am I going to do like with these cats? Now, I do homeschool my children. So I thought, well, we can use this as a homeschooling lesson. We can talk about the whole reproductive system as we are birthing these cats into the world that I'm allergic to, and God has sent into my life. The universe has sent these cats to me. Okay. So fast forward. So we get September, we go through October, we go through the rest of September because remember we get her on September 9th. We go through the rest of September, October, and I'm like, okay, if she has these cats in October, I'm definitely going to name one of the cats October. I was so excited. But she ended up having the cats on November the 1st, the very next day, like the very next day into November, my cat had her kittens. Now, we had a full-fledged lesson on these cats, the reproductive system. We are just, happy cat owners at this point. For the first time in my adult life, I own cat, and she's had not one, not two, not three, but four kittens, which was so symbolic because I have four children. So I knew in that moment when I allowed this cat to come into my life as a mother with no place to go, pregnant. I didn't know it at the time, but pregnant kitty with these babies, and I've allowed her to come into my home, that she's now turned into her home looking for a place to birth these kittens, and we provided that for her. Okay. We provided a safe atmosphere for her to bring her babies into the world. And I knew that that was God's way of letting me know, hey, you have completed successfully that chapter that you just came out of. I want you to know that you and your children are protected. Not just you're protected, but you and your children are protected as you continue to go forward. So it really just, it was like miraculous to be there, to watch these kittens come into life, to watch them be born, and to watch the labor and the delivery of them and the whole process of them walking and eating and everything that comes along with being a new cat foster mom, right? So as the kittens have gotten older, because of course they had them on November, she had them on November 1st, and it is now like January 1st. So they're a little bit over 2 months old. I started to realize, and she's a Bombay black cat, so she's really silky, really smooth. And the kitties, they're not exactly like her. She had four of them. Three of them were black, just like her. And one of them had like white underbelly and like white feet. And then she had another one that was like orange, white. And I'm really tempted to show y'all the kitties because they're really a joy. Um, but I said all that to say this. So this is what made me put this message out. And if you're reading the title, then you get you know that I'm here to talk about the past. So the kitties are doing well. Mama cat's doing well. Now she's walking around the house, and every now and then she wants to go outside, like, because that's where she comes from. And if you know anything about cats, once they have their kittens, they go in a heat pretty quickly. So she is ready to go back out and make more babies. And I'm like, I'm sorry, cat girl, we're gonna have to get you spayed. And if you're gonna stay here, then you're gonna have to get spayed, and you can't go outside, because where I live, they will pick up stray cats and then you'll just be in the pound. And I know that you're used to being an outside cat, but you are now an inside cat. Now the babies, her kitties, all they know is being inside our home. They have no idea what it's like to fend for themselves. They have no idea what it's like to do any of that, right? And it just got me thinking. Now, like I said, not only is it symbolic because I have four children, but the protection that you have, the things that you've gone through, the people that come after you, they may not understand what you've had to go through to get you to where you are. It just reminded me of being a mother, and how my children, they know how strong I am, and they know how resilient and I am, and they know me as their mom because I'm their mom, but they have no idea the things that I had to go through or grow through before their arrival, or even when they were young, because what they don't know is we've been growing together. They have no idea about that. And as they get older, they are starting to kind of pay attention to, but they really don't, right? Just like I didn't know anything about this cat and her journey, and her kitties don't know anything about the life that their mama had to live before she was in the warmth of a home, of a family that loved her. So what I ended up doing here just recently, we have a friend of the family that said, hey, I'm going out of town. I got to be gone for 3 weeks. Can you watch my dog? Okay. I said, I'm just going to let you know. We got four kitties and a mama cat. And we got our other little animals, and we bring in your dog. Now, the dog he is such a joy. He is really sweet. He is such a joy. He listens. He's trained. Really good dog. But I said, I'm going to warn you, this cat comes from outside. I've only had her since September. That's only been a couple of months. I don't know how she's going to react or respond to you letting me keep the dog here. I said, I'm just letting you know that if you bring the dog here, these are the stipulations, or the dog here, that these are the stipulations. And just FYI, they may not get along. So it may be, if I can't watch them, I'll let you know, and we'll figure it out from there. So As soon as we brought the dog in the house, the cat immediately like hiked her back. She started hissing. Ooh, she started hissing. And then I knew at that point this is going to be a thing. She was scared for her life. The kitties, although they've never been around another animal as large as this dog, because he's a pretty nice sized dog. He's medium to large on the dog scale. And they've never been around it, but they were also hissing. Now, these kitties are like carefree, but it just made me think to myself, it is in their natural instinct to fear the predator of the dog. It is in the cat's natural instinct to look at the dog as if it is a threat to them. And I don't know what the mother cat went through before she came to me, or if it's just her natural instinct to fear the dog as well. But that's the point that's what made me come on live today. Okay, y'all, if you are here, thank you guys for joining me. Y'all don't forget to like the video so that it circulates. It lets more people know that I'm live and I can reach more people. Y'all, thank you. I'm delivering this message. I don't know who it's for, but I'm getting it off my mind, heart, and spirit. So again, thank you guys for being with me. But so I got the cat. I'm looking at the dog. I'm realizing the cat is extremely afraid of the dog. And I'm like, I have no idea what type of life she had before she came here. I don't know what type of dogs tried to attack her previously, or any other type of animals for that matter. Cats, dogs. I don't know her struggles. I don't know the things that she's had to grow through or go through as an animal before she came here. And it, as the owner, it bothered me on multiple levels. It kind of just put me in that energy, because here I have this really, really sweet dog who is like a gentle giant. He's such a, if I call him right now, he'll just come sit right next to me and just sit there. He's just a gentle giant. He'll love on me and just kind of like put himself under me like for pets, and then he'll just kind of sit there. Really a gentle giant. And I thought to myself, here's this gentle giant just he's just curious about them. He's not going to hurt them. He just wants to, we have little like rabbits and, like I said, other little animals, and he'll kind of go up to them and just kind of smell them and just, kind of play with them, things like that. And even the rabbit has gotten used to the dog. But the cats, they didn't. And I thought, this has got to be some sort of message. There's got to be something deeper going on for me to be experiencing this energy. Now, I am slowly getting rid of the kitties and finding them forever homes, but I still have 3 of them. And I'm about to get rid of another one because I got a family lined up for that one. Slowly but surely, the kitties are gone, but I still have 3 of them. Okay. And the part that really made me feel some type of way, or feel for the cat, was that the day we brought the dog here to home sit was the exact same day that we got rid of the other one of her kitties. It just simultaneously worked that way. So I thought to myself, the mind of the kitty, how it must feel to think that this predator came and then you lost one of your babies. She's looking around and she's like, meow, meow, I can't find the baby. Even though I kind of gave her all the time, like, to be like, hey, I kept telling her, she's a cat. You better love on your baby, because I'm about to find it a home. It's got a home. It's got a new owner. And she licked it and loved on it, but she didn't know that was going to be her last time seeing the cat. So now she sees this big dog in her house, in her domain now, right? She sees this big dog and she's like, wait a minute, now my baby's gone. What's going on? Like, my baby's not here and this big dog is here. I can't even come out without hissing. Like, I have to literally separate them to do different things. Like, they have to eat at different times. I have to take them out, things like that at different times, because she will attack. So yesterday what happened was, one of the children put the kitties in one area of the home, and we let the dog out to roam for a little bit before we took him out. The dog, I think one of the kitties one of my children actually went into the room and accidentally left the door open for the cat to come out. So she came out thinking, oh, it's my turn to be out. The dog must be put up. And she saw him and immediately wigged out. Like, she saw him and was like, "Row!" And she was just screaming and clawing. And I was thinking to myself, girl, what are you doing? Calm down. He's not even studying you. Like, he's not even doing anything to you. He's literally just here. And it made me think to myself, how often this has to be a message for somebody, because how often are we traumatized by things that we fear when sometimes people actually come into your life to help you. So I feel like that the way this is resonating with the collective, the people that I'm reading for, I feel like that there is someone or a group of people, there's someone that's trying to help you. There's someone that wants to help you. There's someone that has been put into your life that is curious about you. You're intriguing to them. There is something about you that attracts them to you. But because of your past, or because of the things that you've gone through, the pain you've gone through, because of your natural instinct, which could be based off of childhood trauma, which could be based off of any type of trauma that you've gone through, parental abandonment issues, there is something happening in your reality where someone is showing you something, but because of what you've already gone through with similar said energies, or with similar type of people or something like that, you don't want to receive the help from them. You're pushing them away. You don't want them to help you or assist you. You don't even want to get to know them. It's almost like someone is coming in with some sort of stereotype of something that you've seen before, you've heard before, you've witnessed before, you felt before, and you are so guarded and cut off that, and this doesn't necessarily have to be you, collective. This could be somebody you know. I mean, you could be the one trying to reach out to somebody and show them something, and they're pushing you away. Whatever this situation is for you, there is definitely something going on where you or someone feels like there's a person here that feels like, I just want to help. I just want to help you. I see you going through this. I see you going through that. I'm just trying to help. While there's another person in this equation that's like, you know what, I've already seen your type. I've already been there. I'm not going to let you hurt me. Somebody is guarded. Somebody is protecting themselves because of something they've already gone through. And here's the thing. Just like the dog in the story that I just told you, the dog doesn't know that you've gone through those traumas. The dog doesn't know that the cat is a stray that we let in a couple of months ago and brought her babies here, and that she views this as a safe haven from people just like him, that look like him, that are big like him, that are dogs like him. It doesn't matter that he's not the same dog that she encountered when she was in the streets. The point is, it's a dog. He's bigger than her, and she has babies in this home. She's afraid of him. So you have one side of the equation of, I don't know what you've been through. And then you have another side of the equation where it doesn't matter because I don't want you around nothing that I got going on. And it just made me think, how can you go forward? So now, okay, so let's get back to the kitties. So slowly, as I've been sitting for the dog, right? Slowly, I have been like bringing the little tiny babies out and being like, okay, like petting them, and they still hiss. I mean, when they get close to the dog, and he's such a sweetie. He literally is sweet, okay. But when the dog comes around, and they just watch him. They just watch him, okay, and then they just kind of like hiss at him. Now I got one kitty to where she'll sit there and just kind of just sit there and just watch him. She won't hiss. She'll only hiss if he gets to moving around and getting like close to her. But as long as he's over here and she's over there, that kitty will allow them to be in the same vicinity. But the other kitties, they're watching like a hawk, and they're like, nope. And it's like, now I'm having to introduce these cats to the dog and let them know that this dog means you no harm. Okay. This dog isn't going to hurt you. Okay. This is a very sweet and gentle giant dog. He's not going to hurt you. I know he looks big. I know he looks like he would tear you up. I know he looks like that, but he's not going to do that. Okay. I'm having to retrain the mother cat. I'm having to show her a different way. I'm having to show her that just like we got her on that September 9th, that ending of that cycle, I'm having to show her that the cycle of being attacked by dogs is over here. You don't have to worry about being attacked by dogs here because we're going to protect you. We're going to make sure that the dog doesn't hurt you. This is a good dog. That cycle is over, and it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It has been very, very interesting to watch this like relationship between cat and dog, like this natural predatorial versus prey type, natural animal instincts, and it's coming from the woman. It's giving me like I say the woman, she's a queen cat and he is a male dog, but it's coming from the cat. It's coming from what I would consider the divine feminine if we were using this as some sort of like a comparison. So maybe there is a divine feminine out there who has a divine masculine who is attempting to know you, and you're pushing them away because you fear that this person is going to hurt you because of something that you've already gone through. And you're having to retrain yourself to trust, not only to trust this person, but to trust yourself. Because somewhere in this situation, I feel that maybe you might have been friendly with dogs before, okay? And that got you hurt. That got you to where you now don't trust them. And so, as this person has now come into your life, this person that wants to share with you, build with you, and grow with you, then you feel like you can't trust them. Okay. That's what I'm getting with this energy. That's what I got with the energy. That's what I'm getting with this story. It just made me think to myself, a lot of times when you've ended a cycle, you don't recognize that you've ended that cycle until you're tested on, and you're tested on it, or until somebody new comes into your life, and then you realize that you're the one holding you back. You're keeping you from getting the blessings. You're keeping yourself from being helped by these people because you don't trust anybody. You don't even trust yourself. Because the last time you trusted yourself, you allowed someone to come in that actually hurt you and abuse you. And so you don't trust yourself with these situations. But that's over. The cycle's over. But you might not even recognize that the cycle's over yet. You might still be coming out swinging. You done already stepped into the new cycle, but you are coming out swinging, like prepared to stand your ground, like feeling as if you've been like overlooked, overshadowed, like nobody understands, feeling as if you had to go through things alone. You've had to do a lot of things to get you through a lot of situations. Y'all, that's my dryer. Forgive me. But you've had to do a lot of things to get you through a lot of tough situations, and everybody don't know about it. Everybody don't know what you've had to go through. Only you know what you've had to go through, things that have made you be so hardwired. But it's okay to soften up. It's okay to allow love in. It's okay to appreciate people when they come into your life for what they are. It's really okay. You don't have to be so guarded. You don't have to be so caught up in who you used to be. Maybe back when you were being who you used to be, you had to protect yourself from these type energies, but you are no longer aligned with that. You're no longer in alignment with those type energies. So you don't have to protect yourself from such hardships and harsh things that you went through, or that you would have had to protect yourself from in the past, because you've evolved. And now that you've evolved, so how so is your circumstances. Okay. So that's what I'm getting with this energy. Now, like I said, it's definitely going to be and has been a slow transition to not only release the kitties, because oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're such cute little kitties. I'm really low key tempted. Let me see if I might actually bring one in. Let's see. Okay, y'all, I had to call one of my children. I'm gonna bring one of the little kitties so y'all can see the kitties. This is one of the little kitties. I think I'm actually going to keep this cat because out of all the cats, like I said, they all came out like black and like colored, like all black or dark. But this is the only one that had any type of color to her. So let's see. Come here, Oracle. This is Oracle. Okay, this is my kitty. Hey, girl. Now, mind you, like I said before, I'm allergic to cats. And the thing is, I've never had a cat. Look, there you go. Hey, say hello. Oracle, say hello. That's my kitty. She's like, what is all of this, Mom? What you doing? Hey, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is my baby. She was the runt. She was the one born last. The one with the color on her, she's the one that was born last. Okay. So here I am. I've never had a cat before in my life. Okay. I'm allergic to cats, but as long as I like keep them clean and keep myself clean, I'm doing pretty well with the kitties. Okay. Like I'm okay. But these are my babies. And and just like it was tough for September to get used to the dog, and just like it was tough for these cats to get used to the dog, it's been a tough like experience for me to get used to kitties because like I said, I'm a dog person and I'm allergic to cats. I'll probably start sneezing before too long if I hold her for too long. But I have to wash my hands and make sure I'm constantly using humidifiers and air purifiers and things of that nature. Um, but the cycle is over, and you don't even, like I said, I wouldn't even know that I could deal and tolerate with cats had I not given her a chance, her mother. I wouldn't even known. So sometimes you gotta let things be. You gotta give it a chance. You gotta let things grow because that cycle of what used to be is no more. Okay, this is my kitty. If I keep any of the kitties besides the mama, which I'm definitely keeping September, hey girl, oh my goodness, hey girl, and she just loves me, y'all. This kitty loves me. Out of all the kitties, the little runt baby, she's the one that loves me. Okay, well they all do, but I'm saying like she'll come just sit on me and love on me, but she's such a good girl. They're good girl kitties. Okay. But this is Oracle, and Oracle has changed my perception. Okay. Oracle has shown me a different side of pets that I didn't know that I would appreciate. And so now here I am where I have a cat. I'm having to transition through this as well because I didn't even like cats. I was allergic to them. And so has their mother, and getting rid of the other ones and putting them in forever homes, that's definitely been a transition. So but I had to let go of the past in order for me to continue to go forward. So now as I go forward, here I am in my mid to late 30s, and I'm like, all right, this is it. I got a cat, like first time in my life. This is it. This is part of that new cycle. This is part of that new shift, the old cycle, the old me. I was allergic to cats. I am, and I didn't want them. I didn't like them. But this new me, I like them. They're cool. They're my little babies. So I just had to come in, like I said before, and let you all know the energy that I was feeling. Now, like I said, I've been on for a little minute, so I am going to go ahead and get off. But I don't know who this for. Okay, this whole story time that I just gave y'all, I don't know who it's for or how it's going to resonate with y'all. But I had to get this message off my mind, heart, and spirit. Okay. In order for you to go forward and accept your endings for what they are, you have to fully acknowledge that you are no longer in the same position that you were in before. You don't have to be, you are no longer a stray in the streets anymore. You are in a loving home, and you don't have to be afraid of dogs. Even though your natural instinct is telling you to be afraid of it, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. Let that part of you go, okay, as you continue to go forward. I hope that this was helpful for some of you. Y'all don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how it resonates with you. If it resonates with you, y'all don't forget to that helps the videos to circulate. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me in this live. And y'all can look forward to me coming back with more lives throughout the week. Y'all know how this goes. If y'all follow me, y'all know I do these lives pretty much every day. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all. All right, that's the message. That's it. So remember, y'all, that we are all a spectrum of our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. And until next time, y'all be vibrant. Peace.